Hey everybody, welcome to the Good Feeling Life. My name is Talia and I'm excited to be with you today. Today I'm talking about, and I really want to bring you present to, the superpower within. And this is something that we all have, something we can access at any time. And I'm referring to our intuition. So I don't know how much you know about intuition. Maybe throw out an emoji if you consider yourself to know a little bit about intuition. So often people think that intuition, kind of how it's painted out there, is it's something that we can use to guide us in big situations, like, do I take the job and move, or do I buy this house or this house, or even maybe in a time of danger for safety, our intuition comes in and says, like, no feeling about someone. And so that is all accurate, and that is our intuition definitely coming forward. But today, what I want to really bring to you, and this is stuff that really changes your life, is to realize that the intuition is actually more like the undercurrent of life. So it's the pulling you along. So to make more sense of that, I want to just put out the example of animals. So say like lions, or, whatever. Let's just go with lions. They have an intuition and an instinct around keeping their young safe. They're very perceptive. They can hear very well, pick up on scents of, maybe danger or something like that. And they have a very strong intuition around survival. They call it a survival instinct. Well, we have that same thread. So it's like the universe is guiding us all, right? It's growing trees. It's creating that instinct for animals and the growth patterns and the migrations and the way that it all works. So as humans, we're a little bit different because we have an ego and we have free choice, but we also have that intuition. And again, it sometimes it does come out very much like a lion. If you've ever seen a mom with their babies, or even the other day I was on a hike with my girls and a dog came up really fast and I just really quickly went in front of them and I kind of heard this like mama instinct. So we do have it like that too, but because we're much more domesticated, a lot less in survival, our intuition is the access to that universal guidance. So what the universe is doing for all of us, what this energy is doing, the thread that links us all, what it's doing is it's guiding us to the best outcome. Much like a lion, its intuition is guiding it to the place of the best outcome of survival. And for us, the universe is guiding us to the place of our best outcome. So our best outcome is, first of all, probably a combination of maybe our purpose, if you believe in that, or past lives or whatever, but it ultimately comes down to what is important to us. So every day when we're walking around, and especially when we have desires and hopes and dreams, if we picture our best self or our goals or something like that, the universe hears that because it's connected to our thoughts. We are it. So the universe knows what you want because it knows what lights you up, what makes you happy. Here as a human, if you have big goals of being on stage or writing a book or accomplishing something, even if your big goals are just buying, your dream home and being able to travel and have a family, whatever your goals are, the universe already knows because that's what brings you joy. So your intuition is the guiding force leading you to that best life. So it's not just used in times of crisis or times of huge decisions. Your intuition's actually with you all the time. As long as you're conscious, and I don't know about when you're asleep, if it's intuition or what, but when you're conscious, it's guiding you everywhere. So I want you to think about how in life you're kind of pulled to things. It can even be something like a craving, or the types of movies that you like, the types of people you hang out with. If you're pulled to an instrument or to reading books, or you love writing, or you love nature, if you think, what are you pulled towards? Which way do you express creativity, or what do you like to do on your free time? All that is intuition led. Your intuitive guidance is leading you to a place of joy and of excitement and of a good life, which is why people crave to go for a run or pick up their guitar or travel the world, because it gives them something, right? It gives them something, which basically comes down to feeling good, which is why the name The Good Feeling Life, is that's really what we're going for. So if you think about it, like, your intuition is constantly guiding you to the place that would make you feel the best. And you've already communicated with it what you want just by your general thoughts and desires. So you don't have to say all the time that I want this exact house or I want this exact goal. The universe is already on board with what lights you up because we are it. Your intuitive guidance is constantly guiding you to the place of the best outcome, the place of your fullest expression. So sometimes it can sound a little scary because it's telling you to take the chance or to trust again or to let it go. You know, many times with my kids or just in life, I've had to go let it go because it's something that, you know, if I focused on would just fill me with either fear or negativity or, you know, something like that. So I hear my intuitive voice saying, like, let it go. So you've heard your intuitive guidance. I know you have. You probably listen to it often or have a relationship with it, but it's always there, no matter who you are, no matter how much you've practiced or haven't practiced, it's always there, and it's pulling you through life, pulling you to books to read, or if when there's synchronicities, people love reoccurring numbers or weird coincidences. All this stuff is like intuition led. When we listen to our intuition, we might just kind of pop into the bookstore because, I don't know, something's kind of pulling me in there. I'm going to go look. And then we find some book in there that someone recommends, or it strikes the cover, you know, resonates with us or something. We buy it and it might profoundly change our life or give us a tool or, you know, create moments of calm by just sitting and reading. So everything you're pulled to every day is your intuition. That's the beautiful thing, is what way you choose to drive to work, or what music you choose to listen to. That's all intuition. So the only time that we kind of get out of flow with our intuition, so now I hope that you understand that you're always living in your intuition, because even when I'm saying, oh, I want a cup of tea, that's my intuition leading me to my best outcome, which is comfy, you know, nice in my belly, it's kind of cold. So that's a very simple thing that is leading me to my best life. How many times do you get a signal to book a massage or have a bath or go for a run or, you know, call up a friend or buy fresh cut flowers or something that would make you feel good, right? So your intuition, everything you're doing is being led by your intuition. However, there are some areas of when we start blocking it. So that's our natural state, is being intuitively led by what to do and what to eat and who to call and all that. That's our natural state. When we're in that state, we are in flow. So that's what people say when they're saying we're in flow, is you're listening to your intuition and you're acting on it. So that's the goal for pretty much everybody. It doesn't mean that people are perfect. We are a human, right? We have ego, we have fear. So by listening to your intuitive guidance, you get in the flow. So what that feels like is literally going with what feels good. So after I get off live, if I take a second to go, okay, what's next? I might hear glass of water, or this is a good time for a shower, or you're hungry, or, oh yeah, you got to get back to your coach about this. I might hear the nudge of what's next. So trusting that intuition will come through is so important, because it will. It's always there. Sometimes it takes a little practice to just get to know it, but it's there anyways. So asking yourself what feels good for any decision, whether it is where to travel or what to eat or who to hang out with tonight or what movie to watch. What should I watch? What should I watch? Should I go funny? Should I go dramatic? Should I go? Take a second to check in and just go, what kind of movie should I watch? And you will get an answer. You'll hear something like light and funny, and that's your intuition saying you need funny right now. You don't need dramatic or sad or violent. You need funny. So it's always guiding you. So that is what being in flow is. That is where things, if you have a business, it's like you become magnetic. If you're a person achieving personal goals, it's when you can up level and when you can really step into the health and the abundance and all that good stuff that you're going for. It just brings you up a level in certainty of I am moving into who I truly am, into my best life. That comes through allowing yourself to be pulled by the universe. That, that's the best way to describe it, is allow yourself to be pulled. Wayne Dyer says, allow yourself to be done. It's like in life, you're just being done. So let yourself be guided rather than trying to control. So this is where I'm going to go next, is what blocks our intuition is our humanness. So whales or butterflies or whatever, they're not blocked all up by their ego and their thoughts about things and their fears about how their feather looks, or am I flying out of pattern, or what if everyone thinks I'm conforming because I'm flying in pattern. They just go with it, right? So it works. But humans are very different. So we have opinions, we have traumas, we have shames and guilts and fears and all this stuff. So when when we step into being human, we sign up for that stuff. So this is what blocks the intuition. It's the second guessing. It's the not trusting in that pull, like I was describing. You're being done. You're being pulled by the universe. So when you go against that because you're scared, or you worry about it, you obsess about it, that brings you out of flow. When we start feeling really insecure about ourselves, it brings us out of flow because we stop trusting in that inner guidance and in that we can do it. So that's something that starts to block us. So if you start to notice you get insecure or you're fearful listening to your intuition, try as best as you can to still listen to its beautiful guidance and just acknowledge that's the human part of me getting scared. That's the human part of me feeling shameful, but I'm starting to listen to something bigger. So I don't have to get sucked up in that. The other thing that blocks it that's really important to just think about. Hi, Melissa. Thanks for the heart. The thing to really, really think about, this is sometimes a tough one. This is one of my things, is fixed opinions. So fixed opinions block intuition. I think, again, it was Wayne Dyer that said, I think he might have even been quoting someone else, but he said, only a fool thinks that they will believe the same thing on Wednesday as they did on Monday and Tuesday. And all that means is when you're too fixed in your opinions, you're not open for guidance. You're not open for a new way of looking at things, a new possibility, which equals new results, right? So if you say, no, I can't afford it, or no, I can't, put myself out there, I'm scared, or I'm unlovable, or I'm not good enough, and we lead with that, we start having these fixed opinions about what you're capable of and what you're not capable of. So that's obviously going to block the pull. So as you move through life, also fixed opinions about other things, about, people with money are this, or, in order to move up, I have to work really hard and sacrifice myself, or in order to be loved, I have to give up parts of who I am, or I need to be successful to be loved, or whatever our opinions are, right? And it can even be opinions about really simple things like your boss or your friends or the way things happen, your mom, whoever. When we have fixed opinions, we start blocking our intuition, because our intuitive guidance is always going to pleasantly surprise us. And often, like a gift, like a other surprise, it's a surprise. So you don't always know what's coming. So to be open to the guidance you receive, being open to new opinions when they, amen, Melissa, awesome. New opinions, new ways of thinking about yourself or the way that life has to be. That really helps, because your intuitive guidance will blow your mind. But you need to be open to something new, right? It's kind of like that doing the same thing and expecting different results is insanity. When we believe the same thing and we're expecting different results, that is the same as insanity, and it just doesn't work. It blocks your intuitive guidance, and you become much more controlled and much more controlling, much more scared, insecure, unclear, unsure. That all comes usually when you're blocking it with fixed opinions. So, and the next thing that blocks our intuition is low vibes. Oh, Brooke, my intuition has been pulling me towards you a lot lately, Talia. I'm choosing faith over fear every day at the moment. I love it, Brooke. And that's exactly what will happen, is people come in front of you, books come in front of you, blogs, you'll binge listen to something. All of a sudden, that's intuitive guidance. Does it feel good? Yes, we're here. Now I'm saying, hi, Brooke, and it feels awesome. So your intuition led you to the right place. So the last thing that blocks the intuition is low vibes. So, there's a lot of talk about vibes, and I know it's a pretty hippy-dippy word, but vibes, of course, means vibration. So science has taught us that everything is vibrating at a frequency, different frequency. That's what makes up colors and different states of solids and gases and all the different things. It's all to do with how fast the molecules are vibrating and how close they are. So as people, we vibrate at certain frequencies. So when we're feeling good, everything associated with good, which is like joy and excitement and pleasure and happiness and surprise and whatever else, right? Fuzzy feelings, that's a high vibrational state. That's when we're feeling good. That's when things are just working and we're finding money or unexpected calls or just pleasant surprises everywhere. Life is giving you a bunch of yeses. You just feel good. Or there's a low vibrational state. And then of course there's everywhere in between. But low vibration, the lowest vibrations are guilt and shame and other forms of fear and worry, anxiousness, all of that. So if we spend a lot of time in a low vibration state, again, it blocks your intuition. You don't hear intuitive guidance or choose to listen to it when you're focused on feeling not good. So it doesn't mean that you're consciously choosing to just sit there not feeling good, but we get sucked in, right? We get sucked in. So what I recommend the most is when you find yourself slipping into low vibration, or if you seem to spend a lot of time there, it's to increase your self-care and take care of yourself, really, like getting enough rest, taking a bath, doing things that feel good, spend time in nature, take off your shoes and go ground yourself into the earth. Treat yourself well, and very quickly your vibration starts to rise. And that's because your vibration goes from never enough or lack or not taken care of to taken care of. Your actual vibration omits taken care of when you take care of yourself. And then it attracts more and welcomes in your intuition. So that's something really to pay attention to. If you feel like you don't get intuitive guidance easy, I would ask yourself, where do I have fixed opinions about things or rigidness around the things I'm struggling in? And how often am I in a low vibration state? And don't get down on yourself, because down on yourself is down on the vibration scale. It's not about that. It's about consciously choosing to do things and feel good. So do things that feel good and feel good in general. Put on an album you love or a song, do a little power dance, do some jumping jacks, watch an inspirational video or a funny video or something that makes you feel good, and then notice that your vibration will raise and your intuition comes in very strong. So I hope that really inspires you to listen to that intuitive guidance, because your best guide is on the inside. It's to be used for everything. It's our gift from the universe on how to get to that place that we're all trying to get to, which is joy and good feelings and success and what that means for us. So there's a lot of people trying to say this is how you get happy, or this is how you get healthy, or this is how you get successful. But we need to do what we are meant to do. So if you have a musician friend and an accountant friend, their path to success and their general personal development path may look completely different. Not just because of their professions, but they may have very different minds and hobbies and talents and gifts, right? So how we find the system that works for us to tap into this universal flow and really feel like you're being supported and life is going good and everything is thriving is we start listening to our intuition. And it's there every single time. So the exercise you need to do is get quiet for just even a minute or something and get into the space where you're not thinking about dinner and you're not stressed out. Try to get to a high vibe state and sit here and just ask, what am I to do next to do with this? Or what is my next step? I would avoid asking, what should I do? Because that's hard to give clear guidance. But my business sometimes, if I say like, what is my next step? Or do I hire this person? And I just hear a yes or a no, or you might hear today, what should I do today? You might even hear drink water, go for a walk, something like that. And it will always be guiding you towards something that would feel good, something that will enhance your life. And through feeling good, you get the results. You get the health that you're going for, the business or the clients or the personal power that you're going for only comes through feeling good. We don't get inspired ideas and inspirations and great notions when we're stressed out, hunched over a computer, or in a space of worry. We get it when we chill out a little bit. I'm not even kidding. Almost every course that I've launched has come, the thought of it has come from the bath. So just so you guys know that. But, I had a client that after a massage, she had an idea of what way to take her business. It was like, you wouldn't believe it. The second I got up from that massage, it was like clear to me. And it's like, yes, because you took a minute to relax and take care of yourself, which allowed the intuition to come through. It was there the whole time. So I'm going to leave you with the best analogy ever. Is the intuition is like the radio. So the 98.5 is always broadcasting, but it's not until you tune into it that you can hear what was broadcasting. If you tune out of it, it's still going on. You're just not getting the signal. So that's what intuition is. It's always there. It's the undercurrent of life. The gift is always yours. The guidance is always yours. The clarity and support is always yours. And it's just finding your way to tap into it that comes through you feeling good, you just having a positive vibe in that moment, choosing to connect to it, choosing to trust it, and just watch what it does. Just experiment with it and see how much clarity and support and synchronicities that come through listening to your intuition, because that's the universe having your back. That's how it communicates with you. So I hope you have a beautiful day. Do something today that will make you feel good. Love ya. Bye.